Hi all, let's learn together. This is Swarnalata Patel. In this video, we will discuss about an important concept, polymorphism in Python. So in simple words, polymorphism means same thing taking different form based on the context. So polymorphism, why do we need? It enables to write more flexible and reusable code. This principle makes the code more modular, extensible, and easier to maintain. So, polymorphism can be achieved in many ways. Method overriding. This is one of the ways. It allows the child classes to define their own version of a method that exists in the parent class. The another way is interface. So in Python, while we are not having the explicit interface keyword like some other languages like Java, the concept of an interface can be effectively implemented using the abstract base class from the ABC module. So this approach allows for enforcing a contract that subclasses must adhere to, which is crucial for achieving polymorphism. Next one is method overloading. This is mostly for other languages, not in Python. However, there are techniques which we can use. So, what exactly is method overloading? So, it is a form of polymorphism that allows multiple methods within the same class to share the same name but have different parameter list, or you can say different arguments. So, this is one way of having different signature of the method. So this enables a single method name to perform different actions based on the arguments provided. And as I mentioned, while Python does not support traditional method overloading in the same way as some other languages where the compiler distinguishes method based on the argument types or the number of arguments, similar behavior can be achieved using several techniques in Python. So in this video, let's discuss that how the polymorphism can be demonstrated using method overriding. So to repeat, method overriding, a child class provides its own version of a method which is already defined in the parent class. So let's define a class. Let me make class as NTKI. And let's define perform a task, or let's say perform task. Let me have print here only. Now let's define another class like class as NTKI. As NTKI travel, and as NTKI it will take it as the base class, and the dep perform tasks self, and then performing travel related tasks. Similarly, let's define other classes. As NTKI travel, I'll have as NTKI probably planning. or booking. Then let's make another class of agentic AI sightseeing. Yeah, and performing sightseeing related AI tasks. Now let's define a function, and it is outside of this class. Okay, so def perform agentic tasks. And let's take the object of agentic AI. And what it will do? It will do the agentic AI. This is the object, and it will call this perform tasks. So basically, this function is our polymorphism function. Now let's create the objects. So let's say base equal to agentic AI. Similarly for travel, agentic AI travel, and we are having booking, agentic AI booking, and sightseeing. Now what we will do that we will call this perform agentic AI tasks for the base. Similarly, we'll call for this travel. We'll pass this travel here and booking. And then we'll call for the sightseeing. Now, if you see this perform agentic tasks, so this agentic task, this is the same function, and we are taking object of different classes. Okay. Now let's execute. So you see here, perform fast one is the general AI tax, perform travel related AI tax for this travel, and then for this booking related tax and sightseeing related AI tax. So the same function we are calling with the different object, and based on the object, this corresponding method is being called, perform task method is being called, and we are getting the output. So based on the different object context, we are getting the different output. So this is one way of implementing polymorphism. Thank you. Thanks for watching.